Hi guys, welcome to this video, and in this video I want to show you a little about Trustremit. Okay, so I'll go like a few days ago. Trustremit site had some issues, and today they are back. Okay, but Trustremit made me lose close to $500. So I want to show you tips on how to ensure that this doesn't happen to you. Okay, so I'm going to share you tips. So please do not trade on Trustremit without watching this video to the end. Okay, so on Sunday I made this was like a second time I made a transaction. For privacy reasons I won't need to show you, but I made a transaction, GHS transaction, and I sent look. So most times, most of these GHC people, they'll tell you that they don't receive money with Trustremit. Now, I sent money. Like, look at the rate. The rate that day was 642. Now, I sent my transaction from Trustremit to the person in Ghana. Now, when immediately my transaction was confirmed, like few minutes, 10 minutes plus, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I was waiting for the transaction to go from pending. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, sometimes when you transfer money on Trustremit, I'll log in my account, and I'll log in my account and show you one or two stuff. Now, when you transfer money on Trustremit, let me show you. Now, when you transfer money on Trustremit, it means when you transfer money on Trustremit, it will first of all show pending. Once the transaction has been approved, like on the other side, it should now show pending until it shows completed. The merchant has not gotten the money. Okay, now this was my challenge. Now when I sent money out, it took, like, if you look at the time, let me just tell you the second experience I had. So look at this. This is now the date that the money was completed was, I think they are making an issue. Now let me show you my email address. And it took like up to 24 hours. And guess what? So if you are transacting immediately on Trustremit, ensure you start screenshotting or video proving your transaction. So what I did is that by the time I transacted, and the seller said that I should drop proofs of payment and other stuff. Guess what? The only proof I had was a debit alert from my bank, because Trustremit site was gone, was off, was like site was showing no maintenance. You saw it first when I came up first. So I had to send them an email. I know what they will do now. Email takes 24 hours before it can be responded to. Now, if the person that you're having issue with on Binance start appealing, the first thing I would have done would have been to take the person's WhatsApp number. Now, what happens is that the transaction definitely will go through. You take the person's WhatsApp number, or you can allow the person to cancel the trade. Okay, but take the person's WhatsApp number and agree that the person will send his money to you when the funds gets to the person. You don't want to take the person's time. Now, once it happens that when you mark the person's transaction, when the money has gone to the person, you now click on the person ads and buy again and show that receipt. Now, what I did was that this person started up with problems, like threatening that Nigerians, we have come to scam him and all those kind of stuff. and I was like, no. Come to understand, the guy already filed a case with Binance, said I am fraudulent and all this stuff. Before you know what's happening, they asked me to show my proof. As I showed my bank proof with Naira, he was mad. Like, Binance now said I should show a video proof. Now I was not trying to explain to them that it was Trustremit stuff. This guy was still coming. I remember that in appeal case, you need to be online active for like 2-3 hours instantly. Because if you, let's say I went to go and sleep by 2 a.m. I had a long night, so I woke up by 8. By that 8, I stayed on my bed. Like 7, I stayed on my bed and did some stuff. By the time I checked on my account by 9, I saw that Binance have awarded the victory of the case to him. And guess what? By 12 noon, the Trustremit have sent the money to him. The person is not responding his messages. It's not all that. Binance also, because of he won the case, Binance will now disallow you for some time to buy anything about crypto on the website. And sometimes when Binance are disallow you like that, you cannot even appeal. That's how annoying that it is. So please guys, take my precautions very well so you don't lose money on Trustremit. I'm still on the matter and I will update you guys immediately I win the case, because definitely I'll win the case. Is it I'll report his bank or that, because I'm a big player in the P2P stuff, okay? So I know how to handle people like that. Alright, so if you're buying, always read the buyer's terms. If the buyer said that Trustremit not allowed, please don't buy from the person, just leave the person alone. Okay, so that is one of the things that you need to avoid. Okay, so on Trustremit, you know that on Trustremit your transaction may not go through. When your transaction goes through, always screenshot it, even video proof it timely. I don't know why they did their own that you cannot even pay, like you cannot even snap a particular transaction alone. It has to now be with other transactions. See, like on this book, you cannot just come out as a single page. Okay, so that's the challenge. So firstly on Trustremit, ensure that the person's terms, the merchant's terms, corresponds with your own. Number 2, ensure that the money that you are using is not a money that is like urgent, because imagine if the funds I was using, let's say somebody's hospital bill or someone this thing, and I was looking for just to trade, do arbitrage and make money and come back, I would have been in a big whole stuff. So ensure that you really put your money in arbitrage, what you can afford to lose. Yes, always put money you can afford to lose, because most time we have been on this arbitrage matter, I said people cannot lose anything, but I'm not telling you some of the challenges. Another challenge again is, let's say for payment, you transact on this platform and you are debited from your bank, but on the transaction it was written failed. Now what it means is that your bank most times will hold your money for 30 days. Just imagine that you are using your whole lifesaver money. Okay, you will need to maybe go and file a case to Trustremit to get back your money. I'm just telling you for challenges in arbitrage. That's why, because 30 days why you still get back your money, but look at the time delay. I hope you're understanding my video. So don't use funds that are arbitrage matter, no challenge, no this. You can have challenge. In fact, some people have lost money. First, especially when you don't have a mentor, a coach on. That's why I said people should join FXRB community, because arbitrage is a long time work. And when I had challenges with this, I already know that okay, this person, some people in Ghana will know this person. Just like what is his full name, we can get the person for you. So that's the whole stuff. Like, need to be on a circle of people. They are influential, they have updates. They may not just be having updates, but they are influential. They can actually tell you something that can impact a market. Okay, like for example, when it has to do with a bank, some people can deal with the manager directly. Some people can deal with the leadership body of the bank. So these are all the things that's why I said people should join FXRB, so you can have that. So guys, please don't transact on Trustremit if you cannot bear the risk. Okay, and even the profit margin is even weak and slow. So, and sometimes the support, if you write to Trustremit to hold on the transaction, they won't hold on the transaction. They will just send the money to the person. And they don't tell you when they are assigned to go on maintenance and say in 2 hours to go on maintenance. They will just go on maintenance. So that is one of the things with African projects. People just go on maintenance like that. And so I'm very angry doing this, but this is just one of the challenges. WirePay and others, they do have these challenges at times. And one of the reasons why they have the challenge is that either the quantity of CDs that they have is getting exhausted, so they will just go on maintenance. so that when they get more quantity, they open back. Because if you try to exhaust their transaction, it will type of like affect them. Okay, so I'm just telling you this so you can make more profit for yourself and be safe. Okay, because I have the largest amount of videos on arbitrage, okay, on YouTube. So this video is to warn you all. I'm not so there to entice you now with this video that you're going to make 100k plus. I'm warning so you don't have your fingers burnt. Because what happened was like actually that was actually very funny to me. Like, wow, this is happening. This can actually happen. And my eyes, the person was keep appealing and appealing. And so even with Kenya arbitrage, when you're sending your money, some persons don't accept skrill. Don't send when the person does not accept. And some people that when the money gets to them now, they will now tell you that you should send your full name and your phone number. That some people send funds that are foreign. They will start asking you source of fund, and if you don't answer them, they'll file an appeal that they won't receive your money. Before you know what is happening, they'll cancel your order. I know that it's very long to send back money back to that skrill account. I'm just telling you. So always ensure that you follow the person's terms. Don't be in a hurry. Follow the person's terms. Okay, and when any appeal was filed against you, always be online to defend yourself with proofs and videos. Come all out. Because if by peradventure you lose that case, the money will be awarded. You may necessarily lose your money, and you may not have the opportunity to, maybe for the next 3 days, to even buy on the ad again. Okay, so that's one of the things I'll advise you guys on. Guys, be careful, be very careful. Trustremit is cool. You can see I have a verified account on Trustremit, so most of what you don't have, I know how much I had to pay lobby to get it, to be able to get my own account to be verified. Okay, so to have this kind of challenges with the platform, it can be so annoying and frustrating. Okay, so I'm not saying this because a lot of you have account right now, so be very careful. Even though almost all cards works here, but look at the weight very well. Calculate the weight. One of the things you need to do is to calculate the weight. Let's say I want to transact, and they're actually making a whole lot of money. That's why we are launching our platform very soon. Because most of all these whole nonsense, like look at, you're transacting $100, and your charge, they're charging you $5. Just imagine, that means 5% is what they are charging you. Okay, 5% is what Trustremit is taking from you to transact on their platform. Now let's say if you're in Nigeria or that your dollar rate is 480. Now just calculate. Now look at it. That's like 480 times 105. Okay, let's make it 480 times 105. Look at the weight, 41,850. Now you have what? $100. $100 is equivalent to 617 Ghana cedis. If you look at it, 617 Ghana cedis. Now look at the weight on Binance, guys. Let's calculate 6.52. Okay, so now say 6. Now after you get 617 Ghana cedis, by spending, remember that I spent 41,340 naira divided by 6.52. Okay, remember that you spent $105, because $100 you were charged $5 extra. You spent $105 to have 94.63. Okay, so let's say 94. Okay, 94.63. Now let's times. All right, so let's get 94.63 times the current rate on Binance for Naira USDT. Okay, so now let's see GH Naira. Okay, let's say it's 50k plus. Okay, look at the weight. That's sell weight. Like 567. 567, guys. So let's multiply. And remember that 57 is not always punctual. 567. Are you seeing it? So your profit is just 2,200 naira. I don't know whether you're understanding what I'm saying. So just 2,200 naira. Now if you do up to $1,000, it's 22,000 naira. That is your profit. Now remember that as at the time that Trustremit started, the Binance rate was 6.21. That's the Binance rate. Now people are even going to take it to 5.6 very soon. Okay, now look at the amount of loss. Okay, you can use Krill, Neteller, and you make more profit than this. Okay, guys, I don't know whether you're understanding what I'm saying, but look at this carefully. If you transact $100 Krill and you have $91, remember that you won't be charged much. Okay, you won't be charged much. Trustremit is taking a whooping 5% from you, and these other guys are shooting up their price. They're going to definitely still shoot it up again. Okay, so you don't leave all these whole stuff. You can use WirePay if it works for you, but Trustremit, you need to be very careful. Check this weight so that I can know your profit. If you check this Binance rate, you now know whether you are going to make profit or not, because you can definitely do. If imagine that USDT amount, there's a time that USDT amount can be 560, 557. Yes, there was a time that it was even 557, 547. That means there will be no profit at all. If USDT is less than 560, 555, that means there's no profit on this transaction. So guys, the whole Trustremit boost that because the card works here does not mean you are going to make profit. Always check this, because your whole $2,000 transaction will just give you just 44,000, 45,000 maximum. So if you are doing you need to be very careful, and also you may stand the risk of losing your funds. So I'm just giving you a honest review. I still use the platform, but I always wait for these rates to be up to 4.4, to be 4.4. Or I'm not doing transactions with them, or I use it to load my own Ghana line. Okay, so the only way you can use Trustremit more is that if you are going to send from Trustremit to your own personal Ghana line, now it means that you can control it. This is your line. Whether they delay, they will still come back and send you back your money. But if you are sending to somebody on a P2P platform that has time frame, their delay may cost you so much money. Their delay may cost you so much money. So be very careful. Be very, very careful. Okay, so if you have a Ghana line, you send to a Ghana line. Now you can use, there's what they call that you can actually fund a Ghana line straight with Binance. You can use that method and save yourself all these things. So it means that the rate that you are seeing it there, 6.17, is not the rate that it will appear. Let's say you get, after they charge you this whole 105 for this. So let's say you fund your Binance now, you're getting 90, instead of you getting 91, you're getting 97, 98, 98, 99. Okay, maybe Binance may charge you like 1 point something% for deposits, but you are saving yourself those other stress of P2P wahala for all these ones. So guys, I'm not bringing down Trustremit. I'm just telling you guys, especially my Nigerian followers here, be very careful. I have a lot of people following me from different countries, but this video is for you in Nigeria. Be very careful. And if you have cases on Binance, make sure you stay strong and defend yourself, because Binance doesn't have a very good customer service. When you have issue with them, they will, a little thing they will just ban. They just have this banding effect. And when they ban, they don't really give you so much room to appeal. That's why if you are using so much volume of money, People will now use more of Remitano. Today, when you want to do this large box arbitrage that has different currencies, okay, we'll stick to Binance. I'm telling you as my Binance class instructor. Yes, so I'm not just one novice on Binance. So network issues again and all that stuff. So ensure just that they have the largest market. So ensure, but don't just feel that every arbitrage must be about Binance. There's a Remitano, there's an OKIS, and they still have your TRC USDT wallet that I can send to. Okay, and you can still make profit from them. All right. Okay, guys, I'll end this whole stuff here. I hope you learned something. I hope you really learned something. See you guys on the best side of life. I love you guys. It's my duty to help that you don't lose money. Subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. And see you on the best side of life. Thank you.